Hello, good morning, all of you. Now I'm going to start paper number 10, immunology paper, which include the first unit, cells and organs of the immune system. In this unit, we are going to discuss the characters and types of stem cells, as well as different types of the cells and organs involved in immune system. So all of you know very well that the immunity is the protective response produced by our body towards the antigen. So whenever the immune response is mounted, different types of the cells and organs are involved in mounting such type of the immune response. So here we are going to discuss what are the different types of the cells and which are different types of the organs are mainly involved in mounting the immunity and how they play important role in mounting the immune response. The first one is the stem cell. So we are going to discuss the characters and types of the stem cells. And then we will discuss the classification of cells of immune system, which includes mainly the lymphoid type of the cells as well as myeloid type of the cells. In case of lymphoid type of the cells, we are going to discuss the structure and functions of different types of the lymphoid cells, which includes T cells, B cells, natural killer cells, and dendritic type of the cells. In case of myeloid type of the cells, specifically, we are going to discuss the structure and functions of granulocyte, that is neutrophil, eosinophil, basophil, and agranulocyte, mainly including monocytes, as well as we are going to discuss the function and structure of macrophages. So this is the schematic and diagrammatic representation of the stem cell or totipotent cell. Actually, the stem cell is the precursor cell which arises in the bone marrow, and these are unspecialized type of the cells. But the special characteristic of the stem cell that they can be differentiated into any type of the cell type. So in this particular diagram, the totipotent cell means here the blastocyte is shown, which is formed from the oocyte, as well as then whenever it is going to develop, it is converted into or develop into human fetus cell. And from this oocyte, or sorry, blastocyte, then we are going to study here different types of the stem cell, which are the totipotent as well as multipotent as well as pluripotent type of the cell. So depending upon their self-renewable characters and depending upon the potent type of the character, they can be differentiated into totipotent, multipotent as well as pluripotent type of the cell. So in this diagram, how the stem cells get developed into different type of the cell type is shown here. Then hematopoiesis, that is the production of all type of the cellular components of blood and blood plasma. So it occurs within hematopoietic system. The hematopoietic system means it is the system, it includes the production or it shows us the production of different cellular component of the blood and blood plasma. We know that the blood is a circulating fluid in our body and it includes the different types of the cell. Plasma is also there as well as blood cells, that is glucose, different types of the neutrophil, basophil, eosinophil, granulocyte and agranulocyte, as well as platelets. So this is the major composition of the blood. The stem cell, it is actually undifferentiated, as I said formerly. The stem cells are biological cells which are found in all multicellular organisms and can divide through mitosis. And these cells give rise to diverse type of the specialized cell. Actually, the stem cell is the precursor cell, and in bone marrow we find the stem cell, and from these stem cells different types of the sorry cells are produced, which are the specialized type of the cells. Means they give rise to different types of the organs later on. So stem cells are more important because these are the precursors. So what are the properties of stem cells? These are self-renewable. The first property of the stem cell is that these are self-renewable and undifferentiated. Means whenever stem cells are produced, they are not differentiated basically. They are precursor cells. So from stem cell, different cells are arises later on. So these are self-renewable and undifferentiated basically. And later on, whenever they are converted or they give rise to different types of the cells, they can give rise to the cells of different organs of our body. For example, they can give rise to the cell type like skin as well as liver, blood, as well as muscles and nerve cells, etc. So this is the one major property of, or you can say the characteristic of the stem cell, that they can be converted into specialized, any type of the specialized cell type. So this is one important character. Secondly, potency of the stem cell. The second character we can say here, the potency of stem cell means unspecialized cells which can give rise to any type. As you formally say, you explain that particular character. So they can be converted into, or they can give rise to any type of the specialized cell type. This particular characteristic is known as potency of the stem cell. So the ability of the stem cell to differentiate into any other cell type is called as potency. So they can be converted into any cell type. So the stem cell is very important type of the precursor, and that means they can be converted into different types and they can give rise to different types of the organs. So totipotent stem cell. See here, the potency, depending upon the potency character, the stem cells have been divided into different types including totipotent, pluripotent, multipotent and oligopotent. So what is the difference in all these type of the cells, stem cell type? The totipotent stem cell means these are the cells which are giving rise to all cell types of the organism. So these are formed by fusion of sperm and egg. So whenever the stem cell or totipotent stem cell is produced, it is produced by the fusion of sperm and egg. And whenever this cell type is produced, they can give rise to any cell type of the organism. So it is called as totipotent. Depending upon the potency of the stem cell, they have been divided into four types: totipotent, multipotent, oligopotent, pluripotent. So what is totipotent? The totipotent stem cell is produced by the fusion of sperm and egg. And after then, they can give rise to any type of the specialized cell type or of the organ of the body or organism, you can say. The second type is the pluripotent. So what is pluripotent? These develop from totipotent stem cell. Firstly, totipotent, and from totipotent, pluripotent cell can be produced. Then multipotent cell type. These cells develop from pluripotent stem cell and can develop into few body cell. What is different in each type of the cell? Totipotent means they can be converted into any type of the cell type of the organism. Then pluripotent stem cell means they are derived from totipotent stem cell. Then multipotent cell type means they can develop from pluripotent, but they can be converted or differentiated into few body cells, not all. This is the difference. And last one is the oligopotent stem cell type. So oligopotent cells, these stem cells possess the ability to differentiate into few cells. For example, myeloid cell. So myeloid cell means what? The myeloid cell, it is the cell type which involved in the immune system and which includes the granulocyte or granulocyte type of the cells. So oligopotent stem cell, these are having the ability to differentiate into few cell type, that is the myeloid cell type. What is unipotent cell? Unipotent stem cell means uni means one. So these cell type, these are also derived from pluripotent stem cell type and they can develop into only a single body cell. Uni means one. So they can be differentiated into only one type of the cell. So multipotent, pluripotent, totipotent, oligopotent and unipotent. These are the different types of the stem cells depending upon the potency. Firstly, pluripotent, and then we will discuss multipotent. Then we discuss the oligopotent, and then we discuss the unipotent. So unipotent cell type means these are the stem cell type which give rise to only or which can develop into only a single body cell. So this is one property or one major characteristic feature of the stem cell, that is the potency. So what is potency we can discuss here. The potency means it is the ability of the stem cell to differentiate into any cell type, and depending upon this ability we divided this stem cell into different categories including totipotent, pluripotent, multipotent, oligopotent and unipotent cell type. The next characteristic of the stem cell is the self-renewing capacity. So what is meant by self-renewing capacity? It is the ability of the stem cell to multiply on their own by a process of cell division. So they can multiply on their own, self-renewing. Self-renewing in the sense they can be converted or they are going to divide their cells by their own process, by their own. So it is the ability of the stem cell to multiply on their own, and they are dividing by cell division method into different cell type. So it is known as self-renewing capacity of the stem cell. Then depending upon the origin, depending upon you can say the organ, depending upon the age. So we are going to divide depending upon the age or depending upon the organ, the type of the stem cell. Previously we discussed this type of the stem cell depending upon the characteristic property, that is the potency and self-renewing ability. Now we are going to discuss the category of the stem cell depending upon the organ, depending upon the age. So what are different types of the stem cell? Embryonic stem cell. Basically two types are there, embryonic stem cell and adult stem cell. What is embryonic stem cell? The name itself is self-explanatory. Embryonic stem cell means they are derived from embryo or blastocyte. So as I discussed earlier that these are pluripotent cell. What is pluripotent? These stem cell they are formed by the fusion of sperm and egg, that is pluripotent. So they are also embryonic, they are also called as embryonic stem cell. They are derived from blastocyte and blastocyte is formed by the fusion of sperm and egg. So they are called as pluripotent cell type. So these cells they can differentiate into wide variety of other cell type. So they are having the ability to convert, to transform into different or any type of the body cell type. They are called as pluripotent. And here the maintenance of such type of the embryonic stem cell is somewhat easy. Embryonic stem cell and adult stem cell. These are the basically two types depending upon the origin or you can say the organ or whether the or depending upon the site from which they are going to develop. So embryonic means they are derived from the embryo and they are derived from the blastocyte actually. The blastocyte is formed by the fusion of sperm and egg, and whatever cells are derived from that they are called as pluripotent. So the pluripotent cell type they are divided or they can give rise to any type of the cell type or into wide variety of other cell type we can say. Secondly, adult stem cells. So these stem cells they are found in tissues or organs where they remain surrounded by millions of normal cells. Adult stem cells they are produced or they are found in tissues but they are surrounded by other normal cells, and these cells are found in brain, then liver, blood, skin, bone marrow and muscles. So we can say that the adult stem cells they are basically found in specific but important organs, including brain, blood, skin, bone marrow, and muscles. These cells have some sort of specialization to produce restricted cell type of the specific function. In earlier case, we say that the pluripotent cells they are derived, now they can be converted into different cell type and they perform different functions. But here the cells, adult stem cells, they are they're having some sort of specialization and they are producing specific cell type of the specific organ and perform specific function. So they are brain cell type, blood, skin, bone marrow and muscles.